their fetish powers to operate, as source added. Confirmed sources put figures at 28 thirds.
This is so pathetic. Every hour of every day, Amazonians are being slaughtered. It's so unfortunate. Well, we will be back right after the short break.
In high school, students are taught what basic amenities are. Usually roads, power, that is electricity, water, and even shelter are in this category of basic amenities. The point is, these basic amenities are expected to be provided by the government. Year in, year out, these basic amenities are never provided by the government. The people on the other side don't even hold their leaders accountable for the neglect. Maybe they are not aware of these basic and fundamental rights. Are the people aware of their fundamental basic rights? Do they know that they have the right to insist on these basic things of life?
After 60 years of colonization by French Cameroon genocidal government, see the state of the Womb Road. The Womb Road is a stretch between the city of Bamenda and the Womb local government area. Roads like this is a clear evidence of why Ambazonia is at war today. For more than 6 decades, the annexationists have raped and destroyed the economy of the former British Southern Cameroons, today Ambazonia. First was the Southern Cameroonian Bank that was better than any bank in French Cameroon. It was destroyed. The Marketing Board destroyed. The Tolete Estate destroyed. The Tico Airport destroyed. The Bali Airport destroyed. The Bafut Airport destroyed. You can clearly see, and we can say without mixing words, that it was a master calculation to impoverish the people, to make them vulnerable, to annihilate them, and forcefully occupy their national territory. But Ambazonians must not satisfy that wish of theirs.
How can you even fathom that a people will not be angered or subjected to ardent poverty if they go through this? Think about it. Except a people without value and focus, but we know what we want. We want a free Ambazonia where our people can be valued, respected, and elected in their rightful positions without fear. Basic amenities are a struggle. In a year of global development and growth, let's ask ourselves, how can economic activities be enhanced in a community where there are no roads? And in addition, access to potable water is even an issue. Lights are not working, and the counts go on and on. For the past 5 years and counting, even the destroyed southern Cameroons, who've seen colonial military forces from Yaoundé raise down houses. More than 500 villages have been razed down. Just a few days ago, the Mamfe Hospital was razed, evidently by forces of occupation.
If not total freedom, how else can a people survive from such insensitivity that we call governance? I ask. In seeking for that answer, we will not wait for La République du Cameroun to reply. Rather, we should join forces with the interim government to draft. Drafting according to President Sacco is the least you can do to support your people.
The Bamenda Womb Road in the rainy season. Accessibility is hindered. Users even dispute the route with cattle.
Hey, hey, hey.
On board his motorbike is the corpse of a woman denied to be transported by drivers in Bamenda to Womb.
So this Womb road, I don't calculate the way I people mama me for motor go down for Womb. Where do they way to enter motor go down for Womb? So now I don't put in for bikes, so me go down for Womb because the condition for the road will not be easy.
Actually, I deserve to help this my sister because it can make me cry. Say, you don't go meet up motor for carry mama, come down for Womb. You ask you 180,000. Actually, he don't beg me, he don't give me 50,000. I deserve to help it because too much control for road. That's not long, it's a big crap.
Even after her death, she is unable to find rest that will only come after this hectic journey. The road users implore authorities to help render this Bamenda Womb road passable and for the numerous checkpoints to be reduced.
At first, we began at 2 control set up for this road, but now we go up to 12 control. Starting from Council Junction, carriage from Womb here, we'll get 12 control. So the one big government, semi government struggle for help we fix the road and need to reduce some this control of the road. That's what one big government did.
And they really beg semi government look into this matter for Womb road so. So would they really cry? So we not people work for this place so we know they see how they carry cops for motor, for bike, we will run tire and tire.
This is only an exemplary situation in Anglophone Cameroon and several other localities in the 8 French-speaking regions, calling on the Yaoundé Dons to wake up from slumber and serve the people faithfully.
Why is Amba rejecting John Frundi's appointment to be part of the SDF party? Ambazonians considers both of them as enablers. It is shocking to see how an enabler rejects an olive branch of another enabler. Before we answer that, let's get to find out who John Frundi is. John Frundi was the national chairman of the Social Democratic Front. John Frundi had announced he won't be running for another term for party's election. He actually announced imminent retirement from political life on February 11, 2021 in Yaoundé.
According to him, the time to give leadership to dynamic young people with new ideas is now, and that's why he is giving them a chance. Born July 7, 1941, Frundi braved bullets to launch the SDF in Bamenda on May 26, 1990. In Bamenda, the birth of the party reintroduced multi-party democracy in Cameroon. For the past 31 years, as SDF national president, Frundi ran as a candidate in the presidential elections of 1992, 2004, and 2011. It is widely believed that the incumbent stole his victory in 1992. Frundi failed to become a senator in 2013 when he led a list in the Northwest region. Frundi flew to the United States for medical treatment and did not return until the end of 2020.
On the other hand, Dabobala, by his political ideology, is a believer of a two-state federation of equal status in Cameroon as a solution to resolve the Anglophone crisis. This is a position he has maintained for over 17 years of his endeavor in the fight for the liberation of the Anglophone community in Cameroon. But at the same time, he has spent part of his time with the SDF, which was funded by John Frundi. Let's not forget that he was one of the lawyers who took to the street in 2016 in a protest for and against the colonial government. Himself and other lawyers and teachers came together and he was elected as a leader of the consortium. But he and other leaders were arrested in January 2017 and 8 months after he was released. But upon his release, he changed on character. One can say he seemed to have been compromised from his strong stance with Ambazonia and against the colonial government.
So recently, Agbabala rejected an appointment from the SDF to be a member of the SDF shadow cabinet. But the question is, why would he do so? Let's see some of the reasons Agbabala gave as to why he rejected the offer. He says, 1. The new challenges our people face require new solutions and new approaches. When he says our people, which people is he referring to? 2. He says, for 6 years now, my people, your people, our people are suffering grave violations of their human rights each day in a brutal conflict which partisan politics failed to avert and has this far proven unable and unwilling to resolve. 3. He says, my current priority is to promote and defend the human rights of these millions of victims who otherwise are being brushed aside by current politics in Cameroon. 4. He says, I have a duty to remain objective, impartial, and fully committed to this noble mission. 5. He says, this country for the time being needs leaders who can reach out to all Cameroonians beyond party lines to work together for a better future. 6. He says, this is the path I have chosen to follow. It is a path that has been fashioned by the blood of our people.
With the above objectives, one can begin to think that he wants to support the Southern Cameroons, that is, Ambazonia. But then, there are many expectations as well as to when he should have reacted in the first place. But we will definitely uncover that here on Undaunted. But at the end of the day, Ambazonia still feels both of them are compromised and can't be taken seriously.